Good morning, people of the tube. So yesterday I got in here and now that I go back and listen to myself, it sounds like I was whining about not being able to find a place. Um, and that is not really what my intentions were. That wasn't the message I was trying to deliver yesterday. Yes, I did have a small disappointment. Um, I'm not giving up, of course. I was reaching out for a little bit of assistance in maybe finding some listings because I just don't have a lot of time to fuck around on the internet anymore. Um, but I'm very grateful, and I didn't want it to seem like I'm ungrateful for the many blessings that have come to my life uh, just this year. I'm very grateful. I'm very, you know, I'm not gonna forget where I came from, but I'm very much looking forward to where I'm headed to, and um, so someone was trying to say yesterday that that the reason why I was having such a hard time was because I'm a bad person or something like to that effect. And I'm not having such a hard time. I don't know um, how they misunderstood. Uh, yes, sometimes it's a struggle locating a place to rent. That's kind of a normal struggle. Um, Not that there's nothing available. It's just that I'm looking for the right thing for us. Um, and I'm kind of picky. I don't want to just move into any old shack, but I also want something that is going to be long term beneficial. Uh, So I'm looking for something similar to what I have now. About less than 800 a month, 2 bedroom house with a yard and plenty of parking space. Um, you know, it needs to be nice. I don't want any plumbing issues, electrical issues. The house that we're in right now is $550 a month, but this one it's older, it has black mold, and we want to be closer to his job. So Huntsville, Eureka Springs is looking like that's our options. But anyway, I didn't want it to seem like woe is me and my life is falling apart or anything yesterday because it's not. Um, and money's not an issue. I have plenty put aside for a new place. It's just the finding the right thing available at the right time. And I got to thinking about that yesterday, and that is why I titled this um, "The Universe Has Perfect Timing," because it does. Uh, every time I've been impatient about something, when about the time I give up on, you know, being anxious about it, that's about the time it usually happens. So I know that the perfect opportunity is going to present itself to me at the right time, and I'm so blessed that I can't see it any other way because everything that I've needed to happen this year may not have happened exactly when I needed it to, or when I wanted it to, but it happened exactly when I needed it to. Um, I can't even tell you how blessed I am right now. I feel like I feel like everything's coming together in my life, and I just just needed a little extra helping hand yesterday and getting some listings so I can check out some other rentals. And Trump said was very helpful with that and leaving some listings on my video. Unfortunately, there was some derogatory comments that had to be taken down, and those went along with it, but I still appreciate the efforts. I also have an email, hippieconnection@gmail.com, if anyone wants to send me any other local listings in Eureka Springs or Huntsville, Arkansas for houses for rent. Anyway, I know it's super early and I'm getting ready for work and stuff, but I just kind of wanted to clear the air. I felt like maybe I sounded like I was ungrateful or whining or whatever, but my life is great. It really is. And I have nothing to complain about. It's just time to move on to the next step. And growth is always uncomfortable. Moving is always a stressful thing. So I don't care who you are. Even when you're getting the house of your dreams, just ask my best friend. They got their dream house and it was stressful moving. I feel like it's my turn. Yeah, finally getting what I deserve. Good morning, James Jacobson. So I'm very blessed. I have a roof over my head. Okay, so a year ago today, I was sleeping in a pop-up camper that had many leaks, many holes. Okay, so a year ago today wasn't such a bad day, but I was homeless. I was unemployed. I didn't have a vehicle. I had no hope and no future. And today, a year later, I have been blessed with a roof over my head, food in my stomach, a companion that loves me, a great job, a vehicle that doesn't let me down. In 1 year's time, and I haven't been doing this for a year, I started getting my shit together back in March or April when I could pull my head out of my ass a little bit. That's when I started getting my life together, so to speak. It's when I decided to stop worrying about so many other people's problems and start worrying about my own. Oh, well, the thing is, Hot Rod, I don't hate anyone. I dislike the behaviors of some people. I don't like the arrogance of the law enforcement. I don't like how I've been treated in the past by them. But at this time in my life, the ones here are not aggravating me. They're not harassing me. So I see no reason, if they're not messing with me or mine, I see no reason to fuck with them. They stay out of my way, I'll stay out of theirs. Right now, I'm just trying to live. I ain't got time to hate on anybody. I really don't. That's a good point. I've never had a cop bother me for doing anything right either. But I've also never tried to give away a truckload full of potatoes without a permit. So I don't know. Janet Matson does the right thing every Sunday morning, yet they still want to fuck with her. She's just feeding people. She's a, she's doing the right thing. Doesn't matter where her heart is. She's doing the right thing. But they still fuck with her. They fuck with people that don't fuck with them. They do. I'm just not one of them right now. And that's fine. I know there's rules for everything, but that's the thing. There's too many rules. There's too many rules. There's too much prohibition. But then again, people's dumbass actions is why we have to put these rules into place. And a lot of people don't understand that. Without order, there can be nothing but chaos. There has to be some rules, yes. What if one of the people died due to Janet's food? You know, that's a risk that they take. And most homeless people eat at the goddamn garbage, so, they're risking eating every day. Trust me, I know, I've been there. I've dumpster dived myself for some pretty damn good food, but some of it wasn't really good. And I got really fucking sick and was in the hospital, but never from Janet's food. Anyway, she doesn't get it from the dumpster. She gets it straight out of Sprouts. Right when they're fixing to throw it away, that's when they give it to her. Yeah, it's like on the verge. It's like it has to be eaten right now. Because in a grocery store, you can't have something on the shelf that needs to be eaten right now. It's got to be good for a couple of days. So really, it's still good for a day or two. By the time she gets it, that's why it has to be all cooked right away or done something with right away. But it's like there's I don't know. I used to protest that prohibition is the issue. Let people do what the fuck they will with their own motherfucking bodies as long as it's not harming somebody else. Like if you want to do heroin, that's on you. But if you want to if you're coming over and trying to stick it in my arm, I'm gonna have a problem. The corona caused this cough. I had the corona back in December. One of my coworkers just got over the corona. This is just the after effects. Every morning I wake up like this, coughing and full of phlegm and just drowning in my own mucus. I will mute it for a second so I can blow my nose. Right, Hot Rod. That is the problem. People do abuse their powers constantly, whether it be law enforcement, auditors, regular people walking down the road. That's the thing. Man is greedy. If he thinks he can take more, he will. He, she, whatever. I'm not being sexist here. Humans. Humans are greedy, selfish creatures. We most generally are, no matter how hard we try not to be. We think of ourselves first. We have to. It's our survival instinct. For example, there's this little girl at work. She's not a manager or nothing, but she's trying to boss the manager the other day just because they gave her a specific position that made her feel more powerful. So she's trying to boss the ones above her because she thought she could. People will always take more if they can, if they think they can get away with it. People always want free stuff because they're greedy. That's why I don't ask you guys for money. Because I feel like a lot of people get on here on YouTube and monetize their channels and shit, or ask people for money if they're not monetized because they're greedy. I don't know why else. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to survive. And I appreciate my blessings more whenever I earn it myself rather than when someone gave it to me. So I've been waiting for something that everyone else got for a long time. And I finally got what I deserve. And my blessings are just going to keep coming. You know why? Because I'm a good person with a good heart and I genuinely love people, regardless of what people think of me. Because I know myself, I know who I am. And if other people would have kept their word, never mind. I don't know. I feel like things have gone exactly as they should. The universe has perfect timing. God knows what it's doing. All right, Hot Rod. I mean, it's not going to make me mad or anything to say what you want. I get that mentality. I understand it. I do. But at the same time, I was homeless most of my life because no one would give me a fucking chance. It wouldn't give me a chance for a place to stay, a chance for a fucking to get a job, a chance to save money. I never fucking had a chance. I'm 36 years old and I finally got my chance. Okay? A lot of those people that are homeless, they either never got a chance or they worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and then everything fell apart and they've never experienced um they've never experienced hardship in their life, so they don't know how to handle it. Why was I homeless? Well, it's a long story. And it's one of those things that it snowballs. The problem just gets worse. Because these days you have to um, you have to have a place to have a decent job. That way you can get adequate sleep and you can take a shower. Hygiene and rest are very important to hold down a good job. Okay? So that's number one right there. I had jobs while I was homeless, but I would get discouraged because either I would have to go to work nasty, or I wasn't able to wash my clothes, or I didn't get enough rest, or if I had to sleep on the ground or in a car, I didn't, you know, I would wake up hurting or something. Of course, drugs make things worse, but I'm not one of those. Drugs were not the cause of my homelessness. If you want to get down to the nitty gritty, my mother made me homeless. Okay, I grew up in foster care, so when I turned 18, I was cut loose. It was just get out there and survive on your own, basically, and I had no survival skills. I mean, I had survival skills, but not real survival skills. Was never taught how to hold down no job. Was never taught how to fucking balance a checkbook, fix a car, none of that shit. You know, I got my GED when I was 16 because I had my first kid already. Okay, I got married when I was 17 to my first husband. I was the breadwinner. Of course, I had jobs. I started working when I was 14 years old, but I had my first real official job when I was 16 because I had a baby. I had to work. I had to get my GED and go to work. And I worked my ass off. And I got married and I had more kids and I had a husband that would not work. Would not work. He was in the military. He got sent overseas. During that time, we split up. He had to fuck my best friend right before he went overseas. So, that kind of destroyed our marriage, ruined the trust there. And I left him and we fought over the kids. And eventually his parents ended up with two of them, and the other two were adopted by another family. And military is only a job if you go to it. He would not go to his drills once a month and almost went to prison for going AWOL. So nothing he did was commendable. He got an other than honorable discharge because he would never do what he was supposed to, and he kept pissing dirty on his piss tests. So now that we got husband number one out of the way, so I give my kids up for adoption because we couldn't stop fighting over them, and I get tired of them getting in the middle of everything in the crossfire, and he was abusive. So the kids were adopted. Years later, I get married to number two. My tubes were tied by the time I got to husband number two. So you can let your mind be at ease now, Hot Rod. I cannot produce anymore, and I wouldn't if I could. The producing stopped by the time I was 21. Okay, so now that we're done attacking my childhood, all right, my oldest is 20, almost 21. My youngest is almost 15. My second husband and I, we spent most of our marriage homeless. Some of it by choice, because why work and pay rent? We were young and we wanted to explore and have fun and make art and travel, and So we did the whole hippie art travel thing. Yes, I have contact with my children. Anyway, so 2011, I got married to my second husband after we were already together for a couple of years. And then we spent all but 3 years of that time together, I think, on the road. And then we decided that we were done with the road. And we wanted to change our life. But we didn't agree on everything. So we didn't work out either. Now he's doing his thing, I'm doing mine. I haven't heard from him in 2 years. When I left my second husband, I had nowhere to go. I had a job. I had no car because I had given up my vehicle as a down payment for his vehicle. So my husband had a brand new Equinox and I had nothing. And I was walking away with nothing, just what I could carry and my dog. I couldn't hold that job. So I tried to get another job. I got another job. I stayed with someone else for a little bit. That didn't work out. So I had to get another job and stay with someone else for a little bit, and that didn't work out. And then I got another job, and I just decided to stay homeless because it was summertime. I was like, fuck it. I can't afford a place, so I'll just sleep in my hammock behind my work and try to struggle that way. And I got tired of them not giving me a place. I worked for a motel. They wouldn't give me a place to rent, but they would rent out to all the tweakers that were working for them, but not to me because I wasn't a tweaker, I guess. So I gave up on that. I moved down to South Arkansas, kept doing my tie dye. And yeah, well, some of us have a little more respect for ourselves than that hot rod. Um, so I went to South Arkansas. I was doing my tie dye thing, and someone reached out for help. They needed a driver, and so I decided, okay, I'll come help you. Their plans changed in the middle of the trip, and they left me and all my belongings on the side of the road in Iowa. Technically at a campground, but with no means. So that's when I sold what I had or what I could and went to Denver. I got a bus ticket to Denver. And so there I was in Colorado with a backpack and a dog. And that's about the time you guys met me. And that's why everyone's convinced that that's all I was some hippie chick with a backpack and a dog. Yeah, I found out that the hard way. Denver does suck. I have no interest in Denver. But anyway, so since let's see, I started running away when I was 11 or 12, when I was a foster kid, because they kept putting me in abusive situations, or, I mean, I didn't just run away just because. There was always a reason why. So I got used to the streets as a teenager. And then when I didn't have my kids no more, it was like, well, what's the point? And fucking any of it, you know? Oh man, I've told this story a million times. You know how much therapy I've been in for this shit? It's okay. It doesn't bother me. I'll tell you too. And there's a lot more details to my story, you know, a lot more. But I just want you know, where I came from where I'm at, how I got there, and how grateful I am to be where I am. Hey, Trump said, I don't think that until you're homeless yourself, I really don't think that you can really say anything judgmental towards the homeless. Until you've experienced it yourself and pulled yourself out of it, or at least or someone helped you, I really don't think that you can talk shit about it because you really don't know. A lot of us are just one fucking disaster away from being right back there or being there for the first time. Well, in my opinion, if you have absolutely no experience in being homeless yourself, you cannot talk shit about it. And yes, a lot of it is our own choices, but we're not given a fucking instruction book to life. You know what I mean? To make decisions. Is this the right man? Is that the right man? Is this the right house? Is that the right car? Is this the right job? We never fucking know. And no, drugs and alcohol are not the leading cause of homelessness. You know what the leading cause of homelessness is? Poverty. Being fucking poor. Not having any money. Because when I was homeless, I didn't have fucking money for drugs and alcohol. And not all of us do drugs. Mexicans don't pay taxes, Hot Rod. Try again. Church of Four, um, you're a human, and all of us have hormones that are of both sexes. So, oh, you're Mexicans pay taxes. Well, that's great, Hot Rod. Good for you. I have a hard time believing that. I really have a hard time believing that. But I'll tell you what, the Mexicans here ain't like that. They either don't pay taxes or they get big ass refunds because they have like 12 kids. The Mexicans are like the white people here. They're lazy. Hey, Trump said, I may not be able to see those because I had to delete some comments and I think you commented on comments. I can't leave like porn links and stuff on my comments. Someone likes to put porn links on there and stuff, so. Oh, I know you have your own construction company. I know that you offered my ex a job too. Good luck. Can't even get that motherfucker to take out the trash. Hey, I found out the other day why I can't legally purchase a gun. And I kind of already knew this, but I wasn't sure. It's because I'm a medical marijuana patient. Medical marijuana patients cannot own a gun. Ain't that something? Yeah, mental illness should keep people from getting guns, but unfortunately it doesn't. However, the use of medical marijuana, having a medical marijuana license, needing medication for pain will keep you from getting a gun. However, you can go to the doctor and get something from Big Pharma for pain that'll really fuck you up. What's the most popular one? Starts with oxy, oxycodone, I don't know. One of those fucking things, those pain things that starts with oxy. That's the most popular one right now, or whatever that I know of. And that motherfucker, you have to go get a prescription from a doctor, and it makes people go crazy. Yeah, that one. And that shit makes people go crazy. I've seen them go crazy on it. And they'll give people with that have that script a gun, but not a laid back hippie chick that smokes pot. Riddle me that. Yeah, I don't take pills, so I don't know that stuff. I just hear people talking about shit all the time. Well, I personally hate drugs. I wish my mom would get off of them. She'd probably be a different person without them, but that's just my opinion. I'd have to be away from her while she's getting off of them, though, because she's weird without her Xanaxes. But beyond that, I take a Tylenol if I'm in a lot of pain. Tylenol and Benadryl is my extent of Big Pharma. The rest of it can fuck off. But because I'm a medical marijuana patient, I cannot legally own a gun. Huh? That's sad, Gemini. Yeah, if you email those to me, Trump said I will be able to check them out. I was saying earlier that I really need something that's not in um, because he works in Springdale, but we don't want to be in town there. It's too busy. It's too cityfied. It's too much for me. I like country setting out in I like to be out in the country, or I like a smaller town setting. So we're looking at Huntsville or Eureka Springs, and we need something that is 800 or less a month, pet friendly. Um, and uh, we're looking for something that's like 2 bedrooms or less, because it's just me and him and my dog right now. My kids don't want to live with me right now. They're going off to do their college thing. So what we need to do is live in a decent but very affordable place. We need a good deal on something because we need to save money towards land. I was thinking realistically, it's going to be between 650 and 750 a month. Um, because 400 a month is going to be a crummy trailer or something. This house that we're in right now is 550 a month. Um, my mom's house is 550 a month, but the floors are fucked up and it's got black mold and you know, um, I live in Arkansas, Hot Rod. If I paid that much a month, I'm gonna have like a 3-car garage, a wraparound deck, a 3-story house. So yeah, and we don't even make that kind of money. So yeah. Shit, I take one Benadryl and I'm knocked out. I hate taking Benadryl because I don't want to go to bed when I don't want to go to bed, you know? If I'm not ready, I'm not ready, damn it. My back is killing me from work yesterday. Oh my gosh. That can't be that okay. I'm sorry. I'm not paying much. I'm trying to get ready for work. I'll pay more attention. I'm sorry. You found beautiful homes, no trailers, between 4 and 800 a month in the country, minimum 2 acres fenced. Pet friendly though? And what are the deposits like? Like as far as pets go? Yes, please send me those in my email because I've got to see those. I don't, and where are you looking? I've only been looking on Facebook Marketplace. Some of us gotta go to work. Getting ready for work. Fuck off, dude. I think a lot of us gotta go to work. That's why we're up so early. Yes, I know, Gemini. That's the issue that I usually run into is if they're pet friendly or not. And they've got to be pet friendly because my dog's not going nowhere. I've had her longer than I've had. She's my longest ongoing relationship where we still get along. You work third shift, so you're just getting off work or whatever. Thank you for your service, Trump said. I am not gonna lie about my dog. Nope, she has to be fully accepted wherever I move to. Yep. My dog is she's and that was another reason, that's another reason why I was homeless for a while because it was hard to find a place. I used to have a bunch of dogs. I had 4 dogs at one point, and it was really fucking hard to find a place then because if you had to pay $300 a month per pet on a deposit, that was just like, no, not happening. We did that one time. We did that one time, but that sucked. Um, this house here that my mom lives in, there was no pet deposit. It was just move in as is. They gave the man like $1,000 and moved in. They mail him a check. She mails him a check every month. Never hear from him. Never see him. I'm not dishonest like that. Those are yeah, it sounds good, Gemini, but I couldn't. Hi, Big D. Wow. Actually, Blue Eyes, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that because I've had children and I've had pets, and I'm gonna tell you right now that children cause far more damage. Also, when I did housekeeping for motels and stuff, yeah, kids do far more damage than pets. But you can't tell people that they can't move in with but they don't that you don't want kids there, you know. You can tell me you don't want pets, but you can't tell me you don't want kids. The kids are far more destructive than pets, my personal opinion. Just depends on how you take care of your pets, I guess. And then again, that would be the human's fault. Because, you know, Nova doesn't, yeah, I don't know. If you, Nova goes outside. So, yeah, I would say no irresponsible pet owners, not necessarily no pets. I don't know if I'm renting a place, I should be able to do whatever I want to in it because I take care of my shit. I'm willing and prepared to deal with any damages too, but I don't think my dog could damage anything unless we had like white carpet and she accidentally threw up on it. I mean, shit happens. But she potties outside. She doesn't chew anything up. She's 3.5 years old. All she does is sleep or bark. I don't even have to leave her in a crate or nothing when I'm at work. She stays right on my bed in the same spot till I come home. I've got a really good dog. I'm very fortunate. But then again, you know, she wasn't just born that way. Like, I made her that way. I loved her. That's all I did. I loved her. And she became this awesome little. Nova, where you at, Betty? Hi, Betty baby. Say hi, Nova. She's why I haven't made my bed yet this morning. Betty, want to go outside? You do? Oh, okay. I'll be right back. Sleep the door open so she can come back in. Make the bed while she's out there. It's usually what I do. That's fun. I got up extra early this morning. Don't know why. Didn't seem to sleep anymore. And then I woke up to more blessings. I'm just like, wow, life is good. Life is really good. And someone was saying something yesterday, well, your life is shit because blah, blah, blah. I'm like, did you misunderstand me? My life is not shit. My life is great right now. I'm just don't have time to search for a new dwelling on my own. I really need a little bit of help. And so I turn to the people who aren't, that don't have a 9 to 5, that spend a lot of time online, care about my future, and want to be a part of my success. But you guys know I'm writing a book, right? Don't know what I'm gonna fucking call it. Rags to Riches is already taken, so. All right, let me look at the chat now that I made the bed. Labradoodles. I can't believe they fucking made that kind of dog. Used to bathe those. This nice. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, has hardwood floor, central heat. Oh. But what's the location? Location, location, location. I guess I'm gonna have to get Craigslist on my phone. She's not burrowing now. Bitty bitty. Mama cover you up. Mama cover you up. Mama cover you up. Mm-hmm. But where your laptop is. Fell on the floor last night, but I don't know what happened to it. What's holding me back? Being able to take the time out to find the listings. Oh, you mean I don't have to download an app for Craigslist? You're not telling me where it is. Close to Mark Twain. Yeah, that's probably a bit far. $700 a month, affordable. So I gotta go get ready for work. Um, I am halfway there, but I gotta eat breakfast and brush my teeth and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get off of here. But I appreciate everything you sent me. Trump said I'm gonna look into it. It's exactly what I need. Is someone that's got my back that's sending me, here, check this out. Here, check this out. That will really help me because I really just don't have time to sift through, to scroll through a bunch of stuff all day. Um, because I work full time. So, uh, but yeah, I really appreciate it. Those all sound great, but I need to know where they are and phone numbers to call. Thanks, Gemini. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I'm gonna go get the frog out of my throat and take my vitamins and do all those other little things you do to get ready for work. So I will see you guys soon, and I will let you know um my if I come up with any results. I mean, if I move, you'll find out about it. You'll hear about it for sure. Right on. Thank you, Trump said. Craigslist for rentals. All right. I gotta get ready for another brutal day at work. I have a feeling I'll be working outside again today. Okay. Yeah, if you'll send them to my email, that'll help me out a lot more because people like to post stupid comments, links to to porn and stuff like that on my videos. So I can't keep those on there all the time. I'm gonna post my email address just in case you don't have it. No, no, I know. It wasn't you posted on someone else's post on so someone posted something, they posted a comment on my video and you posted on their comment instead of posting your own comment. So when I deleted their post, your post was deleted as well. Sorry about that. I had no control over that part. But I couldn't leave theirs because It's it's not allowed. So, all right, well, I will see you guys later. Thanks for joining me for another uh morning hippie working hippie session, getting ready for work and talking about the future. Um, this also helps me for my book. I can take notes from my own thoughts. All right. So anyway, everyone have a lovely day. Have a lovely, blessed day. Count your blessings. Don't forget where you came from, and keep focused on where you're headed to. And um, yeah. So anyway, loving you all. Have a wonderful day. Bye.